right, week 4, day 2. This is our arm day. We are going to start this day with our breath embrace. So laying on our back, 1 minute here. Nice expansive inhale. Belly back and sides, lower ribs, pelvis. Exhale and press, 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 thigh into knee, hand into thigh. Inhale expansively, exhale. Nice strong exhale. Before we move on to 10 push up to hinge. So I'm going to inhale, exhale, and reach through. We can do that about 1 or 2 times before we move on to our warm-up. 5 modified plank tricep push-ups. So we're going to be on our knees. So this is our normal stack position. Let's step out 1 length. We're in this nice plank position on our knees. We're going to inhale, drop to our elbows, exhale, press through the floor. Inhale, drop to the elbows, exhale, through the floor. That moves to 8 H's. We can be in any position with our leg here, standing, seated, kneeling, but we are going to lift our elbows up, flip, press, and return. Just making the letter H with our arms. 8 of those, and then 5 per side, dead bug. Stack your knees over your hips, arms overhead. Inhale, exhale and return. Inhale, exhale and return. Go down as far as you can without losing that core stability. Do about 2 to 3 rounds of that warm-up before you move to the strength superset. We're progressively overloading, so increase in weight, tempo, or repetitions. Repetitions, I have you at 14 to 16 if you're still actively going up there. Seated front raise is going to start us off. So you're seated. You got your dumbbells. They can be wide stance of your leg or narrow. You're exhaling. Pause. Inhale and return. That changes to 14 to 16 hammer and bicep curl. Exhaling as we bring the weight up. Inhaling as we slowly return. 1 rep is both the bicep and the hammer curl. Give yourself a minute or 2 rest before you complete a couple more cycles of that superset. Arm circuit, if we're doing it this day, is going to be 3 per side. Incline plank triple pulse. So we're going to be in our incline plank position. And we're going to exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale and return. Make sure you're super stacked in that plank. Then exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale and return. We're going to go for 3 of those on each side of our body with that 3 pulse. Before we move to 6 skull crushers and a glute hold. Remember, we can glute hold directly on the floor, or we can glute hold on our box. We're here, have that booty squeezed. We're going to let our elbows bend behind our head and then extend over top. I'm going to inhale, exhale, squeezing my tricep at the top of that movement. Those shoulder raises come next. So we're gonna grab some pretty heavy weights, as heavy as we have, and we're gonna exhale, squeeze towards our ears, inhale, and return. Moving through those repetitions. And then we're gonna end with 12 plank pull-throughs. Let's get in our nice stacked plank position. We're gonna exhale, pull that weight through, stack yourself up, stack yourself up, exhale, moving through 12 of those. Then we're gonna move on to a minute of either farmer carry work with our dumbbells, marching or walking, or we can always use that rebounder for about a minute here before we circuit through 1 or 2 more times. Our accessory work for today is going to be windmills. We're going to sit in the squatted position. We're going to exhale and our eyes track our dumbbell. Inhale and return. We're going to alternate here.